dear. Anyway, listen, we've got your headliner now. He's fucking brilliant. He's one of my favourite people and favourite acts. He's wonderful. His name is Scott Bennet. So we're going to start the applause and cheering. Just imagine you've got Nora beats going on over your head. Nora fucking Fenn, that's what I'll need after that. After what? 1, 2, 3, start the applause!
Yay!
Wonderful, Scott!
Yay! There he is! Woo! Woo!
Nora beats. Is that right? Oh, sorry, don't be so aggressive. Maybe you should use... that is the most Cambridge conversation I've ever heard, that. Oh, come on, all right, calm down. What a weird start. This is like a speed date. It's badly matched. Date, I'm moving on. I'm frightened. It's lovely to be here. Okay, no, it is. This is the nicest shipping container I've ever been in. Beautiful, isn't it? This is an eco-friendly building. Are you aware of that? Which means they've got absolutely no fucking control over the temperature. That's what an eco-friendly building is. Can we open a window? No, we haven't. They don't put windows on. We've got balsa wood from Cromer. That's what we've got on there. Good to be here. So this is Eddington.
Yeah.
This does feel a lot like a council meeting to find out when bin day is. I don't know if comedy's just in the way. We're here to elect a new mayor, Scott. You're just getting in the way, mate. This feels like a hurricane relief situation. And you were the only people sat in the coats and fleeces. Doesn't add to that. There's that lady there wearing the scarf, that fills me with absolutely no confidence whatsoever. And this one looks like she's wandered off a Duke of Edinburgh, took her own bearing. I've ended up in a scam hut! I'm going to start in a minute, just relax. This is where you'd have to come though, do you know that? If there was like a zombie apocalypse in Eddington, you'd have to come here. You'd be like, down, come on, to Storey's Field Centre. Just bring the essentials, leave the children, help me drag the Arga. Some money in this room, it's a very middle, is it middle, I always make that mistake, is it middle class around here? Look at this, yeah, absolutely. I mean, your fleece is from Jules. I thought we were stopping at Waitrose for a picnic, but here you are. It is lovely to be here, very nice to be here. Because comedy's not always like this, you know. This is, sometimes it can be terrible. I did a gig the other week before a show. A guy came out, picked up the microphone, made this announcement. Would the owner of the pink Nissan Micra with the eyelashes on the headlamps please leave and take a long look at your life? I mean, you're laughing, I had to move it. Do you know what I mean? It's a tough start. So I'm just going to find out who we've got in. Have we got parents in tonight? I love how you went, no, you don't have to, it's not a census, I'm not ticking it off. Because I just want to say, if you are a parent, you're a parent, someone's actually got a baby in the room, haven't they? I mean, I've done gigs to dogs, that's the first. Yeah, how old's the baby? If you'd have said it's not a baby, it's just full of Stella. That would have been brilliant. Because you get away with that. Imagine that when you're walking through the park, just loads of cans of Stella. Because old people come in and just go, can I have a look? Yeah, sure, of course you can. Oh, you've got a problem. No, you like her, she's lovely, she looks like a dad. So how old? 6 months?
No, 9 weeks.
9 weeks? Well done for coming out. Is it your first one? No, that's why you're here, isn't it? The other one ruined his fucking life. Come on, we're not having that. We're having a social life. We have to bring her with us. It's all, I mean, these are, I can swear because it's not going in, isn't it? Although it's Cambridge, they're probably quite clever, aren't they? When they go to their school, they'll be like, first word was an F word. That's that jester's fault from Yorkshire. Well done for bringing it, because at 9 weeks as well, it is pretty, I've got 2 kids, but that's pretty, I mean, it's this stage. Just like looking after a port loin joint, isn't it? Put it on its back, keep it warm, checking it every 2 hours. It's not a kid, that's gammon, isn't it? Could be in a buggy, could be in a slow cooker, same problem, isn't it? Keep it on a low heat, you know what I mean? I'm joking, by the way, that's what I'm here for doing, just calm down. No, I think it's wonderful, well done for coming out, because if you are a parent, you're just here, aren't you? You just come out. Yeah, if you are a parent though, there's a planning involved. This has been in the Google Calendar since January for the parents. There'll be parents in here tonight who haven't enjoyed a minute They've just enjoyed sitting in the dark for a bit. Like a proper holiday in the shipping container at the back. I didn't realise, as you become a parent, you live for those moments to be away from your kids. No, just momentary, just to reconnect with the individual you once were. Like my mate, right, he's got 5 kids. Yeah. He's now been insulating his loft for 1.5 years. He just goes up there and lays on the rafters, surrounded by open standing knives so the kids don't come up. He takes sandwiches. He watched a whole season of Line of Duty up there. He's the Anne Frank of his own house, that man. If you went any higher, he'd be sat on his chimney pot. Do you know what I mean? He's a legend. And the way you laughed, someone laughed as if to say, I do that. That's an incredible... Was it you who laughed there? Yeah, have you got experience of doing that? No. Oh! Now, it's normally the men that skulk off, but women just as bad. Have you got a place you like to go? What's your name? Alison. Lovely to meet you, Alison. I'm Scott. Do you hide? Have you got kids? Do you hide? Yeah, we all do. Do you know, I'll tell you what I do, Alison, right? I will declare that I'm going to put the bin out, Alison, and I just go and stand behind my own shed for 45 minutes. No other plans, Alison, just my head resting on the wood like that. Oh, don't make me go back in there. I really make a night of it. I've got beers in the water book. Lovely little buffet laid out on the brown bin. I even take the baby monitor, just so I can hear her struggling with both kids. And Daddy will be here in a minute. Oh, fucking well. Daddy's got some pitted olives to finish. I don't do that, obviously. I couldn't do that. It's only got 150 metre range. Just cuts out, Alison. It's no joy to be out there. But I can't do it anymore because Gemma, I'm married to, she's very clever. She's worked this out. So I was around the shed recently. I've been there hours, mate. Yeah. I was on my phone. She was angry. She went, "Give it here! This stops now. I want to know what's more important than your family." And I wish that had been pornography, mate. That would be easy to explain than the truth, right? She looked at it, she went, "I'm tired, I'm emotional, I need your help, and you're stood behind the shed, Googling this. What is MC Hammer's real name?" Don't clap it, I'm ashamed of that one. I chose that over making memories from my kids. You're nodding, going, good Google, good Google. Yes, mate! Look at that. I know we're in Cambridge because I got a genuine fucking answer. It's not a quiz, mate, but you were itching, weren't you? It's Stanley Kirk Burrell, actually, you're wrong. She got me back though later on, because we're in bed, and I put my hand on her bottom like that, and she went, "What are you doing?" I said, "Come on," she went, "Piss off, you can't touch this." She won in the end. So lovely to be here, because I've got 2 children, and like I say, I do love doing this job, so it gets me away for a bit, it's a little holiday, but I do love them, you know. It's my eldest Olivia, she's 6, I say she's 6, she's 3 when we go swimming. 4 on a bus, 5 on a train. She hasn't a clue how old she is, mate. She's so confused. Every birthday is a genuine surprise for all of us. She wanders around there. "How old am I today?" It depends what we're doing. Have you checked the spreadsheet? You said Alton Towers. Did I? Right. Getting that baby girl looks small. Not paying 25 quid for you on the teacups, knobhead. She's 4'8", she ain't getting on the Nemesis. Do you know what I mean? But so are you 2 together? Or is it this side? No, just all right, cool, whatever works. Who's been in sort of a long-term relationship? Got kids? Anyone? Okay, but the dad's not here. Okay, how long have you been married?
10 years.
Oh wow, nearly done. Hang in there. How old are your kids? 2 and 5. Wow. You see, this is the thing now. I've got mine's 6. Like I said, she brings me stuff home from school she's made. They do that, don't they? And they give it you, don't they? Yeah, it's all shit, innit? It's just shit, innit? It's shit. It is. It's landfill, innit? Don't do it in front of them. I mean, it psychologically damages them, don't you? Yeah, good. This isn't a chat, you know. I've got a joke, but is that how it works? works here? Do you just like let me start and then you take it from there? What the fuck? I'm not splitting my fee with you, love. Do you know what I mean? Can you not see how this works? That I ask a question, then I've got a pre-prepared bit that looks spontaneous. What is it with Cambridge? I was back there thinking I'd talk to the audience, and I thought, fuck it, I've seen how that's gone. I'm just going to crack on. But no, because I'm an idiot, I thought I can tame them. No, I can't. I feel like I'm going back to a firework I'm not sure it's gone off. So you got a 5-year-old, lovely. Well, anyway, mine makes me... She made me a card the other week. It said, to my favourite daddy.
Oh.
It's nice, there's just no way to break that sort of news, is it? But, she's brilliant, and because their school's amazing, right? They put so much effort in. For Halloween, going fancy dress, she said, Daddy, I want to do something really scary. So I had to think about it, sent her as an Ofsted inspector. And couldn't deal with it, man, couldn't deal with it. But they're different though, kids. Bringing up children in this world is a bit difficult. Would you agree with that? See how easy it is. And, joking, lovely. Because mine's a vegetarian, 6-year-old vegetarian. That's a world our parents never had to deal with. If you have a kid's birthday party now, the dietary requirements are ridiculous. You have forms to fill in. At her birthday this year, there was 2 vegetarians, a vegan, someone who was wheat intolerant, and a celiac. She said, Daddy, where can I have my party next year? I said, Holland and Barrett, mate. That's where you're going. We're out of options. You and your mates are going to have to play Pass the Kale for 3 hours. Give out party bags of St. John's Wort. Do you know what I mean? 6-year-old, that ain't fiercely independent, utterly incompetent. It's a toxic combination. You can't work with that shit. I played crazy golf with her the other week. Never again. Never again. 3 hours, 58 minutes to play 16 holes. But Scott, there are 18 holes. It was too dark to play the last 2. Am I doing well, Daddy? Oh, you're smashing this, mate. You took 36 shots on this hole, and everyone here hates us. But we'll crack on, knobhead. And they hated us. The last time I felt pathological hatred from strangers like that was when I took my baby on an aeroplane. That's the only comparison. Yes, and it's a special kind of arsehole that does that. Good luck with your holidays. Honestly, if you've not got one booked, book one, please, because it's the only chance you get to bring doom into innocent people's lives. Bit of payback for the sleepless nights. I implore you to do it. I have never felt power like it. As I got on the plane, people were scared of me. And I paused by every empty seat like that. Could hear people going, just keep going. Please keep going, I've got no headphones. Please keep going. I realised that day a baby is the only thing less welcome on an aeroplane than a bomb. And at least with a bomb your misery ends, doesn't it? That's the point. So I'm trying to hold it together, because she's a little 6-year-old girl. I want to keep giving confidence, but there's only so many times you can watch someone smack a golf ball into the front of a wooden windmill before you want to physically hurt them. Do you know what I mean? And I had a club. It would have been so easy. I'm just like, go round it. No, Daddy, no, please, Olivia. People are angry. That man's grinding his teeth. Just go, no, Daddy, I have to go through this windmill. You carry on, knobhead. I'm literally going to make that happen for you, alright? Got to encourage them though, haven't you? You've got to encourage them, you have, but there's a fine line there. Because encouragement is how we ended up with the school nativity, isn't it? No one wins in that situation. What, parents hate it, teachers hate it, the kids are shit. They've got no acting ability whatsoever, come on! Every year I go there, sitting on a tiny chair waiting for death to take me. One bloke next to me was filming it, mate. I'm like, what are you doing? You're never going to watch this back. Why do you want to watch it let you down twice? What's wrong with you? This guy said to me, I've been sat there 30 minutes, he went, is yours in this as well? No, I just come here every year at the end, I pick one. What sort of question is that? I'm not doing a tour of the schools and nothing. Have you seen the quality of this? It's painful. They modernise it now. My daughter, Amazon delivery driver. She had to deliver the baby Jesus, but there was no one in, so she just threw it over the fence and left the car. Government are worried about that age, you know. They're terrified, like the screen time what? Well, they issued a bucket list to primary schools of things that children must do before they reach the age of 8. Light fires, tend to a vegetable patch, sleep under canvas, and learn how to sew. How bad is Brexit going to be, man? These are children, it's not the Hunger Games. What's next? Learn how to build a bunker and be suspicious of the Germans? What are we reading here? Because the problem is it's intertwined with their lives, isn't it? Technology. They're going to have driverless cars. How do we feel about that? I mean, I know you're all cyclists. What are they? Oh God, mate, do you normally go out with her? No, you're shaking your head. She's had a cider, it always happens. I love how you feel it's just me and you. There's a lot of other people. Good God. Well, it's nice to meet you. I think that the driverless cars is interesting, right? Because that's going to give people freedom of mobility who are unable to drive, right? Blind people, disabled people, the Duke of Edinburgh, he'll be back on the road, right? But because we're idiots in this country, I think we'll exploit that technology. I'll tell you what you'll see the first day a driverless car comes out. Do you know what we'll see? Mooning! We will not be able to resist it. We will not. Some of you might be too young to remember mooning. It was like early Snapchat, mate. That's what it was. It was sexting on the move, wasn't it? That's what we did, mate. I mean, look, like there's some people here who've done some. He's done some mooning in his time, that man. I mean, you remind me of my dad, actually. You don't look like him. It's just he's bitterly disappointed in me as well. But I bet you've done some mooning in your time. But I got the think about British people for no reason. What's sober in the middle of the day would press their bare arses against the glass of moving vehicles. I mean, you've been going down the M11 going, that's an arse, and he's driving! Just perched on the steering wheel with his mullet swinging. That man with his arms folded with the body language of, I'm not going to participate no matter how funny this man is. Mate, once I've gone, it's over. It's not a +1. You're either in now or you're not. What's your name? No, the man behind him. Ian. That's a name, isn't it? Ian. Comes out the womb already able to grout a bathroom in here. That's how manly that shit is. Born by cesarean section, first thing he did, turn around to his own mother, gave her a quote for the damage. That's what he did. Sipping cans, everyone's brought a can in. So, did you moon in your time, mate? Did you moon in? Come on! I put the seed in your mouth. Is this your wife or partner? Yeah, on the way home tonight, he'll be just for old time's sake. Go round the ring road, I've got one! I'm going to press the hand, Marjorie! You couldn't do it now. Every school trip, what was wrong with people? Every school trip we went on, you could barely get to the gates without some kid dropping his trousers, couldn't you? I mean, not in Catholic schools, they know the risks, it's different, isn't it? Don't flirt with the priest. But you couldn't do it! You couldn't do it now. Anyway, there's too many cameras, isn't there? What a terrible way to get 6 points. Have to go on a Mooners awareness course. Everyone just backing into the room of a Holiday Inn with a licence between the cheeks. We're in weird times, man. We're in weird times. My parents are both still around, which I love, but they're confused. My mum is really confused about this as a job. Like, she is. Like, she's probably right. One of these days, Olivia's going to come up to me. She's going to say, Daddy, one day, can I go to university? And I'm going to have to look at her and go, oh. That's a bit awkward, that, mate. See, what happened is Dan nearly got to 40, had a bit of a crisis, decided to follow his dreams, and now you can't. It's not even a joke, she's fucked. Can't leave gags in a will, can you? That's a banger, that one. Eyelashes on a car. Go on, get an house with that, mate. Look, it is a weird job to be doing. My mum's one of those people that's just naturally pessimistic. That's what she is. Like, she thinks an optimist is someone who checks whether you need glasses. And those glasses are probably half empty. This is the one we're dealing with, right? Last year I went on tour, big tour for me. I went on tour with a comedy hero of mine, Mr. Rob Brydon. Amazing achievement. I was so happy about it. Right? My mum rang me first night at the tour. I was backstage. She rang me to wish me luck in her own unique way. She was like, "Hey, love, are you nervous?" Not really. Oh, I would be. And there's a couple of thousand people out there, I'd be terrified. But remember, they're not there to see you. That was the confidence boost. You're laughing, I cried, mate. Do you know what I mean? And I mentioned my dad, he doesn't know. He's called Roy. He's a Yorkshireman called Roy. He doesn't know what's going on. He's recently retired. So we got anyone retired in the room? No? Okay, great. Well, we're all still contributing, that's how it should be. My dad was miserable before he retired. He's so happy now, and I'll tell you why. It's because he's paying the world back, one day at a time, for all the misery it's caused him. He sets his alarm 8 o'clock every morning, gets up, gets out into rush hour traffic, and just gets in everyone's way. It's a day out now. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Sometimes he'll even take the car. Of course he takes the car, how else would you tow a caravan? But he's also, I'll tell you what's happened as well, because he's a Yorkshireman, he's getting obsessed with getting a bargain now. It's getting ridiculous. Like, he rang me the other week, I picked the phone up, he was straight in, like, do you like Muller rice? Well, they're alright, Dad, why? Lidl, 3 for 2, thank you later. That's it. It's not a chat, that's a shit group on that, isn't it? He's proud of things like he's never paid for parking in his life. When we were kids, he used to go into town, he would leave the car at the Jehovah's Witness temple. He'd just leave it and walk away. I'd be like, Dad, one of these days you're going to get rumbled, you're going to have to join. I will! But you don't even know what they believe in. Well, they believe in free parking, don't they? First commandment, pray and display. All right, mate. You're going to get caught. No, all the witnesses are in there. I mean, this is why a Yorkshireman will never use a phone sex line, Cambridge, right? It's never going to happen. She'll be there on the bed like this. I'm going to do this for extra effect. Just for you, mate, that. She'll be like, tell me what you want me to do. My imagination went wild. I'll do anything. Well, anything, just say it. Will you ring us back, love? It's just so many minutes. And you do Skype. Doomed, isn't it? So the other thing I've noticed is that I've started to become the parent. Anyone here with their parents? No. Anyone ever left this tomb? Just a thought? No. It's a weird thing. I've started to become the parent. That's a weird moment. Technology's left my dad behind. He bought himself an iPad so he could FaceTime my daughter. He hasn't quite got the hang of that because he still rings us first, half an hour before, to ask if everyone's prepared for the FaceTime. It's not Live Aid, mate. Just have a go, right? Am I just doing your life here? Is that your parents? Every 10 minutes before, he rings us, and then things like, I'm like, just be spontaneous. I don't know if they said you can't use the camera. It's a disaster. For 2 weeks, honestly, we've been FaceTimed by a fridge freezer. Because I know there's nothing more haunting when it comes up and there's nothing there. Imagine that, just nothing. And then all of a sudden, accompanied by some heavy breathing, I just see this eye just come out the bottom corner like that. Here's Grandad. How's that little granddaughter today? Shitting herself, mate. What the hell are you... We've just been FaceTimed by the hills of eyes, not never gonna sleep again. Oh, what time is it where you are? Same as you! We are in the same postcode. It's really clear. Yes, it's clear! every single time, same conversation. And he's on Facebook now. I don't know what the point is. He's been on there 2 years. All he's done is like Lidl. What a waste. It's just little picture of a cat, Lidl, that's it. Can't use the emoji, because he's got no motor skills in his thumbs anymore. It just slips. I went through all our family pictures. Just put angry on everything. My mate was like, are you in the middle of a family feud? What's going on? It's even his shit phones. Daughter's first day at school, angry! Family barbecue, angry! Tagging more people than the probation service. People in America we've never even met. You guys look like you're having a great time. Angry! Got a sat nav. I don't know what point in that is. Switches it on, puts in the postcode, and then doesn't follow it.
Oh God.
He drives against it just so he has to reroute and agree with it. It's in the car, I'm going, Dad, she said to the left. No. She always gets it wrong, this woman. Yeah, and then he said, what? He was, just watch, look. She'll change her mind in a minute. Definitely a cleverer section round here for that gag, innit? How old are you, mate? 38? 32? Yeah, you can speak to me. It's not telly, I can hear you. I turned 40 the other week. Anyone turned 40 recently? Yes. How went this year, mate? January. How are you feeling about it? All right now. Yeah, there's a little bit of pessimism creeping in. All right now, I know what's ahead. It's not, mate, I'll tell you, I had a little bit of a mini breakdown. I think I bought a sensible car. It's almost like that was meant to happen. It's the most popular model with pensioners, the one I bought. I found this out in the dealership, mate. I said to the salesman, I went, ooh, 7 years warranty. What happens after that? He says, I don't know, mate. No one's ever made it. You shouldn't say that. You have to finish the paperwork via Ouija board. That was an awful... Out in the glove box, just words as originals came spilling out. He's got festivals. Anyone gone to a festival this summer? Yes. Look at the sister section. Where are you going? Glastonbury, the big one. You taking the kids? Oh, it's going to be shit, isn't it? It's going to be shit. So close. You know, the thing is, I think there's a certain point where I noticed I didn't enjoy it. Right, I'll tell you why. Because I went recently, right? I'm walking through the field. There's young people ahead with the cans and the spliffs. And I want to be with them. But I can't be with them. Because I'm holding a cool box and some fold-up chairs. Got my own kids behind me and the Peppa Pig wellies trying to keep up. Heads weighed down by the massive ear defenders we made them wear. They look like reindeers with broken antlers just trying to keep up. Look, where are you going? I can't, Daddy, I can't lift my head. My wife Gemma's in front going, keep going! Keep going! Too loud here! We need to find a spot with absolutely no atmosphere. Behind the falafel van next to the generator. That's our sweet spot. Come on, it's going to be shit. Get going. Sat there around a tartan blanket with a load of other broken 40-year-olds. Eating cucumber and dip. Talking about school catchment areas. And the natural light in Wendy's extension. Well, a girl of 18 in denim hot pants and a bra made from glitter just twerked inches from my face, mate. Just literally, I would have loved that years ago. I just found it annoying. That annoyed me. I was like, do you mind, madam? I'm trying to eat an M&S mini quiche here. And now you've kicked over my elderflower cordial. You're a lunatic. Get some clothes on and get back to college. Shouldn't get angry, but he does. And then someone in our group brought a hip flash. Probably one of them. Think, someone's got some punk spirit about them. Yeah, I thought, what's going to be in there? Vodka, whiskey, gin. No, do you know what'll be in there? Gaviscon. Heartburn is the bitch when you're 40. Anyone got any acid? Yeah, me, mate, loads, reflux. Go and ask that dealer for a Rennie, just a half, I'm not a lunatic. What was that? Night nurse? Yeah, but that doesn't do anything for heartburn, does it? And that's why I didn't use it. Thank you. I'll put that in the notes. And then I'll throw it out on the M11. Some of these are just jokes. I don't know if that's come as a shock to you. Is this comedian doing fucking jokes? I haven't even got a dad, alright? Does anyone else want to catch up? Which one are you on? Which one are you on, mate? Are you on the ground the bathroom joke? Are you that far back? I'm just saying, are you alright? Are you online with me? You don't remember that one? Fucking hell, you're as bad as her! No, I'm just saying, mate, I've never been to a gig where I've had to do that much admin. Yeah, so do I, mate. I'd rather do jokes. I'll tell you the other thing that's funny. It's brilliant interaction, though. Very, very fun for everyone involved. I like things I didn't think I'd like anymore. Spa days. Love a spa day. Ooh, love a spa. I went on one for my 40th. Gemma got me in for my birthday. We had a big row in the car on the way there. Just so we get his money's worth, right? Just came bowling into reception. And you get pissed off as well! Empty hammer behind the shed, you're a knobhead, you! Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, we're here for the pamper session. Good luck at him, this shit out with some cucumber and a hot flannel. I've never been to a spa day before. When we arrived, there were people just wandering around the grounds in their dressing gown and slippers. Middle of the day. It's like visiting time in a psychiatric hospital. Honestly, there's people arm in arm just going, come on, back to the ward. It's Prosecco time. Yeah? Is it a Tuesday? Yes, it's a Tuesday. I thought, she's had me sectioned here. So I just see her driving out the gates, mate. Your problem now. Spent all day in a dressing gown. All day. I thought, this is what it must be like to be unemployed. Or a comedian. And I had a massage from a Glaswegian woman called Jackie. And let me tell you people, that is as threatening as it sounds. It's not the accent for a massage, that is it? I walked in the room, couldn't even see her. She was just in the dark. Honey, Ma needs Jackie. Get yourself on my bed. Put your face in the hole. Roll down those wee shorts. And relax.
Please, Jackie, I've got kids, please.
She was a small woman, but she was strong. She massaged me like I owed her money. One point she was like, how's that pressure for you? I was like, really good, Jackie. Not sure it should be round the windpipe, though. She offered me a range of oils, once to soothe, once to invigorate, once to relax. I just picked anything. Because at that point I was doing what most men do in a massage situation. I was preparing myself, psyching myself up for that battle, that hour-long struggle. To hold in a fart, hold down my erection. That was the whole. I don't like being fiddled with unless it leads somewhere, sir. I don't know about you. Oh, it's awful. She's going at me like that. I've got a bite in the towel. My face is buried, stuck into the hole now. My arse has gone to sleep. How are you feeling? Oh, then like Jackie. Hey, I'm gonna flip you over. No! Please, Jackie, no, I'll take your eye out, love. I'm playing like a play dispenser here, come on! Not a very relaxing day, is it? I'll tell you a couple of things before I go. 2 kids, haven't you? 3 years apart. We had another one, got arrogant. Thought we've done it once, we can do it again. Second one, feral. Don't know what's wrong with it, I think it's broken. She frightens me, we're all scared of her. I think it's because she had a traumatic birth. She came out like she was in the luge, that kid. There was a noise like that. It was like a pygmy firing a blow dart. If it hadn't been for the umbilical cord, we'd have never found her again. The whole birth was done in 32 minutes. Wasn't it? I got outside, I was shaking. First thing I rang me down. I said, Dad, I've got some news. He said, so have I! Yakult, 2 for 1 Asda. Day off, dickhead. I said, listen, it's a baby girl, she's wonderful. I said, the whole birth was done in 32 minutes, and he paused. I thought, he's getting emotional. You wait 32 minutes, that's amazing. I bet he didn't even need to pay for the parking. Get the engine running, done laps. Worst thing is, second born, you've got 2 now, haven't you? How old's you? You've got tiny 9 week, how old's the other one?
Actually, I understood the question.
Okay, mate, I'm not going to try again, because you know it's been a struggle all night, so have a cracking life, good luck. I'm just going to quick get on with it, and then we're all going to walk back into the fields, is that alright? Just get on with whatever shit you do around here, and then wait for the next comedian. I'm going to ring on the way home, by the way. I'm going to say, oh, you're going to that converted fucking container, have you, full of wood? Yeah, have your notes ready, mate. They love a fucking chit-chat. Think question time means comedy, mate. So anyway, second born, right, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go. I really enjoyed it, actually. It's been a joy to be here. And second born gets a rough deal. That's what I'm trying to say. Our second born getting a rough, because she's the box room baby. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. Every time I walk past that bedroom on a night, I look in, mate, and I think, I am a terrible father. She is living like an urban fox. I put her to bed in there, her feet are all coiled up against the radiator. She's got the posture of a cashew nut. Sometimes she comes down the stairs, we have to straighten her out with an iron. Honestly, I'll tell you how bad it is, right? With our first one, I spent months doing up that bedroom. She had a brand new Winnie the Pooh border, carved toys everywhere, a mobile above the cot. I even checked the temperature. Our second one, mate. He's in with the printer! That is how much we give a shit. We haven't even moved it. She's just fucking in next to it. Do you know, we just wedged it. The printer is on a table. She's just next to it. Every night she falls asleep with her head on the paper tray. She can't even have a lamp on because he's using the plug. Some mornings I can't even see it, mate. There's just tax returns everywhere. Blow your whistle! Flash your torch! Can you hear Daddy? Every night I read her a favourite bedtime story. Chapter 4, printhead alignment issues. It's a tragic situation. Her first words weren't Mummy and Daddy, mate. They were Hewlett and Packard. That's awful. Oh, man. So, before I go, I'm going to tell you one more thing. Yeah, I think it's wonderful you brought your kid out with your 9-week-old. I do genuinely think that's incredible, because you're not letting it control your life. It's part of your family, you're here. Brilliant. And when she grows up, you'll see that legend, that Yorkshire legend who had a really hard time with the front row. And I think that is a lesson in perseverance, Abigail. Holidays change when you've had kids. I think you've got to do your travelling before your kids arrive. I think it becomes stressful. And you've got children, you look like a lovely couple. Are you together? Yeah, have you got kids? How old's your son? Wow, did you go travelling with him? Yeah, how did you find it? Really? Sounds better than mine. Can I take him next time? Well, I'll tell you, the problem is, I think that I've got a 2-year-old, right? And I don't think there's any point taking him. Because they're not making memories, mate, are they? You're pissing in the wind, really, aren't you? You are. She told someone at playgroup the week she'd been to Cyprus. She hasn't. She went to a garden centre in August. Do you know what I mean? They're idiots, aren't they, really? But the other thing is, well, it's not an holiday. It's just stress on tour. That's what I'm starting to read. You go from being at home where you've got all your own space and comfort, and you go and live together in one room for 14 nights. It's not a holiday, it's like you've been rehoused after a flood. They should give you duvets, they should give you foil blankets. And you walk in there and you're like, oh shit, we've done $3,000 for this, what are we doing? And your bedtime is their bedtime. You never get used to that. Just lay next to each other in the dark and like, I can't sleep. Neither can I! It's 10 to 7. The one show hasn't started yet, mate! This is drive time, not bedtime! How can a 2-year-old snore? She's teetotal, she's got hairless nostrils, she sounded like Gollum with a sinus infection. It's like sleeping next to cattle. No balcony! Our whole holiday, mate, in the bathroom. So like hostages, sat on the toilet drinking a box of wine. Eating a buffet off the side of the bath. Watching Netflix on a phone balanced on the cistern. $3,000 for this. There's newlyweds next door, which just rubbed it in. They were going at it, man. Oh, that was like us years ago. Like, Gemma said to me, oh, they're noisy. What are they doing? Each other, like we should be. It's not going to happen, is it? Because every night the little one gets into bed with us. Daddy, I've had a nightmare. Have you? So have I. What's yours about? Mine started in 2016. Looks just like you. And doesn't end even when Daddy's awake. I'll tell you what, why don't you pop in here now, for the next 8 hours, use my back as a fucking treadmill. Go on. Oh, Daddy loves that. Just position yourself at the perfect height to kick me repeatedly in the kidneys until the sun comes up. What else this kid's doing? We're going to start sponsoring her. I'm going to put my Fitbit on her leg next time. Oh man. What's wonderful though, kids are amazing. They're inspirational, man. They see joy in everything. Just take it at face value. You lose that when you get older, it gets kicked out of you. You know that? Life kicks it out of you, man. That's why you end up sitting in a place like this. Asking me to make you happy. And there's only so much I can do. And missionary work, isn't it, really? Because we had a key card for a hotel room door, right? That's all it was. Plastic key card, metal door handle. That was like Disneyland for those two. We should have just put 2 weeks in front of the door. Every day we'd come up to the door give the card to the eldest. She'd put it in. The green light would come on. We'd all walk in, stand in the corridor. Did you enjoy that? Yeah. Right, give it to your sister now. And then we'd all back out again. No, stop crying, you can do the lights. Right, okay, you do it. No, don't worry about breakfast, we've missed that again. It's not 3 hours in a corridor, it's fine. You'd just be in the fucking bathroom if we weren't here, so... We spent more time in that corridor than we did anywhere else. I don't know, honestly, they need to rein in that excitement, don't they? They do, otherwise the first time they do drugs, their heads will fall off. A plastic keycard will probably be involved there too. It's been wonderful, man. This is a genuine pleasure to come to this area. Any questions? Oh, we're quiet now, are we? I'm going to tell you that me and Gemma, we're trying to make an effort now. 15 years we've been together. 2 mattresses, it's too long, isn't it? We had them nights in, snug up on the sofa, each of us on our own phones, just browsing through Facebook to find the people we should have married. I'll tell you this, right, she said to me the other day, because this is the thing, all our friends are getting divorced, and she said to me, right, you need to up your game in that bedroom. You're getting a bit predictable. She left me there in the middle of IKEA. Stood there with a couple of tea lights like a knobhead. She said to me, look, you know, you're very stuck in your ways. I am! I approach sex in the same way I clean the house. I start at the top, I gradually work my way down, I give everything the quick once over. I think I've done a perfectly reasonable job. But as soon as I've finished, she'll have to go over the bits I missed herself. Sometimes she uses the Hoover, it's depressing. Eddington, you've been wonderful. I have a shed to stand behind. You have been an amazing audience. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you again. Thank you for that.
Scott Bennet! That's the end of the evening. Thank you so much.